everyone, welcome. I'd like to call the Hammond Redevelopment Commission meeting to order on this Tuesday, November 19, 2024. It is now 4:30. The meeting will begin. Can you please stand for a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence after?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Myricks. Cynthia, can we get a roll call?
Talmadge.
Here.
Kubaki.
Here.
Mosley Shelton.
Here.
Myricks.
Here.
Poppridge.
Here, for the record, all 5 are present tonight. Number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4, communications.
None were received.
All right, brings us to number 5, our homebound conditional forgivable loan approval. Looks like we have 3 applicants.
Good afternoon, Commission. Daniel is a Hammond police officer, which is not here tonight. And then Kevin Teagan backed out of the homebound program, but have Mr. Walker here who's building a home on Florida Avenue. New construction, he's applying for the $5,000 forgivable loan.
Okay.
So how are you this evening, Mr. Walker?
Yes.
So normally we ask a couple little questions, but I don't think they apply to you. We'll usually ask who's your realtor.
My realtor is Homes of Distinction out of Munster.
Which we knew already.
Yeah.
Are you a first-time home buyer?
Yes.
I have no further questions for Mr. Walker. Anyone else?
Do you currently reside in Hammond, or are you coming from another area?
I live in Hesper. I was born and raised here in Hammond,
Okay.
and I live on 169th right now. And I decided I'm getting ready to retire, and I owe it to myself to reward myself with something.
Yeah, these are nice
You got a
homes
nice new
there.
home. Yes,
Oh, yes,
you
they are.
do.
Yes. Single-family homes. There's 11 in that
Yes.
subdivision.
A great addition to the Hessville area there.
It is. It is.
Okay.
Mr. President, if there's no further discussion, any questions, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the homebound conditional forgivable loan for Mr. Wayne Walker at 7424 Florida Avenue, and for Daniel Hadia, 1531 Brown. We just asked that Mr. Hadia come in or Zoom in one of the next meetings.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Tomich. Roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myricks.
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes with 5 yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'd
Happy
like to thank to the board, the development board, for providing the assistance. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're
welcome.
So
Thank you.
Invite us to the first barbecue?
Exactly.
Okay, number 6 is an approval agreement to purchase real estate for real estate commonly known as 5608 through 5610 Claude Avenue.
Good evening, Commissioners. In front of you, you have an agreement to purchase real estate, and this is another residential parcel, HRC-owned, in the Jacob Square area that we are looking to have new infill housing built. Ms. Elvira Galarzo has proposed to purchase the parcel for $4,000, and she will build a single-family home here. We will work with Ms. Galarzo on the zoning and site plan and construction of the building. So this is just to approve the purchase so HRC can sell her the parcel. It is signed by Ms. Galarzo, and we're looking for approval.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions on this, I would make a motion for the approval of the agreement to purchase real estate for real estate commonly known as 5608 to 5610 Claude Avenue.
I second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Tomich, second by Commissioner Kubaki. No further questions or discussion? Roll call.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myricks.
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Number 7, approval of resolution number 2024-14, a resolution of the City of Hammond Redevelopment Commission approving an agreement for educational programs with Purdue University Northwest.
Commissioners, this is an annual resolution that comes before you this time each year. This allows the City of Hammond to use TIF funds to supplement our college-bound program. This is specifically for Purdue Northwest, and this is because the majority of our college-bound applicants go to Purdue Northwest. So the resolution approves the attached agreement for educational program between HRC and Purdue Northwest, not to exceed $1,100,000.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions or discussion, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of resolution number 2024-14, resolution of the City of Hammond Redevelopment Commission approving an agreement for educational programs with Purdue University Northwest.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Kubaki. Let's have a roll call then.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Poppert.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Number 8 is on approval of the Hammond Redevelopment Commission spending plan for 2025.
Commissioners, tonight I have our City Controller, Megan Moore, to come on up and say a few words, and then if needed, we have our financial consultant, Carl Sender, on the line. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you. Good evening. So this is a new requirement. House Enrolled Act was passed back in May of 2023 that required additional reporting for the Redevelopment Commission. We are now required to adopt a spending plan every year by December 1st for the following year, so that is why you have 2025s before you. This has received the approval from the mayor to come before you this evening, and the numbers in the spending plan are based off of debt schedules as well as 3-year expenditure averages and just information that we've received from Ann and her team for upcoming expenditures for the year. This plan can be amended at any time. Unfortunately, I can't give you a formal process on that because it wasn't laid out in the statute and it hasn't been discussed by the Department of Local Government Finance and State Board of Accounts yet, but once that time comes, I will share that information. And of course, I'm open for any questions.
I don't have any, no one does then.
It's pretty.
Thank you. Made it myself. Thank you.
I have a feeling.
Thank you, Megan Moore, our City Controller, unless you have anything.
Thank you.
Like Ms. Taylor said, Mr. Sender's on Zoom. Would you like to add anything or a little summary over this?
No, I think Controller Megan has adequately summarized this. This is for each of your allocation areas, your TIF areas, and it is a new requirement. And while they don't have a lot of specifics, they do require that this be approved by the commission. And so that's why we're here before you tonight. And once it gets uploaded into Gateway, we also will provide a copy to the Common Council for their information. They do not need to take any action.
Okay.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions or any questions, I should say I make a motion for the approval of the Hammond Redevelopment Commission spending plan for 2025.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Talmadge, second by Commissioner Shelton. That's the approval of Hammond Redevelopment Commission spending plan for 2025. Roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kubaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Poppert.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Okay, number 9 is an approval of the First Amendment to Development Agreement for the Crossroads Young Men's Christian Association Incorporated, which is YMCA.
Commissioners, this is a First Amendment to the development agreement between the City Redevelopment Commission and the YMCA. This amendment specifically has to do with the build-out of a new parking lot to the west of the Sportsplex and the YMCA. It's a city-owned parcel, but we contracted out the YMCA to do the design and the construction of that parking lot. It added over 200 new spots to the area, and it will benefit the city as well because it will open up parking for future Sportsplex events and YMCA. So what this is this will allows HRC to reimburse the YMCA who paid for the construction. It's part of the development agreement and the incentive package. So they built it, they paid for it, and we will now reimburse the YMCA for it at an amount of $475,000. And we'll talk more about the event last night at the Y2.
President, no further discussion or any questions. I'd like to make a motion for the approval of First Amendment to Development Agreement for the Crossroads Young Men's Christian Association.
Second.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Tomich. No further questions or discussion. Roll call.
Tomich?
Yes.
Kubaki?
Yes.
Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Poppers?
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. Okay, number 10 is an approval of grant agreement between Northwest Indiana Forum Foundation Incorporated, the City of Hammond, Indiana, and Purdue University.
Commissioners, this is a second grant, a subrecipient grant, to one that you reviewed and approved back on September 17th. So this is between the City of Hammond, through its Redevelopment Commission, and Purdue Northwest. And this has to do with the upcoming Impact Lab that they will be building in our downtown. They will be rehabbing a building that exists on the former Franciscan parcel, in the northeast corner of the parcel. This subrecipient agreement, which you are looking over today, allows Purdue Northwest to handle all the claims and reimbursement for the $4.8 million that they received from the Northwest Indiana Forum Foundation. And these are the Ready Dollars. If you recall, Ready Dollars came in from the state. They were ARPA funds, and they were distributed all over our area. Purdue Northwest secured $4.8 million for this Impact Lab, and we are assisting them with this grant. So this grant you're looking over allows Purdue Northwest to handle all the claims and handle most of the payments to that grant. In return, the city is receiving $200,000 ourselves for downtown marketing initiatives. So the commission will see some bills for that that will get reimbursed. And it'll be a great way for our city to promote our upcoming downtown with the new residential and the train coming up. So I look forward to finding a good plan to spend that money. But please let me know if you have any questions.
Anybody have any questions? If no questions, Mr. President, I make a motion for the approval of the grant agreement between the Northwest Indiana Forum Foundation Incorporated, the City of Hammond, Indiana, and Purdue University.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Tomich, second by Commissioner Kubaki. Let's have a roll call then.
Tomich?
Yes.
Kubaki?
Yes.
Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Poppers?
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes. All right, number 11 is our bills, register of claims. There was a new handout passed out, so everyone got
Yes.
that, right? Okay.
Updated. If there's no further questions, I'd like to make a motion to approve the register of claims for the Hammond Redevelopment Commission, beginning with claims dated 10/29/24 and ending with claims dated 11/14/24. Claim number 66293 through 66407 inclusive.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Tomich, second by Commissioner Shelton. That's the register of claims dating October 29, 2024 through November 14, 2024. claim R66293 through claim R66407 inclusive. Is there any questions on these claims for staff? Okay, then roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Hubbard.
Yes. Motion passes with 5 yes. All right, number 12, reports. Mr.
Commissioners,
Taylor, would you
before
like to-
we hop on the reports, we do have Daniel Herdia. He has arrived for the 1531 Brown Ave, if you'd like him to step up for homebound.
Okay. Sure, let's go back to that.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chamber.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
I'm just gonna ask you a couple really quick, easy questions, so we don't. So, maybe ask you, who's your realtor?
My realtor is Aziza, last name Jill.
And are you a first-time homebuyer?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been a police officer?
As of this current date, approximately 2 years.
Awesome. Have you resided here in Hammond before this property that you're purchasing, or?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's all I have. It's good to see police officers purchase homes in here, the city of Hammond. Means a lot to the administration, especially our great mayor, Tom McDermott, so. All right, that's all I have.
Enjoy your new home.
Thank you for coming. Congratulations.
Thank you for
very
your
much.
service.
I appreciate it, thank you, and I hope to have more years on the service.
Thank you for coming.
All right, then, like I said, we already approved him. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. We'll go back to reports.
Great, thank you for going back to that. Regarding reports, we have our annual holiday employee party coming up for the city of Hammond on December 13th, starting at 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Civic Center. If you are interested in going, please see Cynthia and she can jot you down. And then, Tony, would you like to say a few words about last night?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I did see Ann out there, and Commissioner Shelton, Commissioner Myrick's. We got to tour the YMCA last night. There was a short program in ribbon cutting, and I recommend there is an open house, I believe, till 7 o'clock. So.
And it opens tomorrow at 4:45 a.m.
Tomorrow is the grand opening. If there's any
Yeah, we'll see you
resident-
there, right? Yeah.
Any residents out there, like I said, please tour the place. It's a state-of-the-art facility. It's just going to be a great addition. The $70 million YMCA, it's one of a kind in the country, so glad to be a part of it, and that's all I have on it.
And thank you, commissioners, for getting us to today. It's really a wonderful, wonderful project for the city. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I'll just add one more thing. If you're not a avid, where you work out or into sports, if you tour this place, you'll definitely get motivated. All right, then, is that all you have, Ms. Taylor?
Yes, for reports, yes.
Thank you. Anybody else like to add anything? All right, then, number 13, I think we have a couple items that's new and unfinished business.
We do. First up, under new and unfinished, we have a proposal from Americo. This is in regards to some mold remediation in a building that we own in downtown. That building is managed by the HDC, Hammond Development Corporation. And on the line, we have the executive director of the HDC, Jen Bussey. Jen, could you speak briefly on why we need to look into this mold issue?
Yes, actually, this building was next to the basic business building that was taken down about a year ago. When it was taken down, we noticed that there started to be some water stains in our kitchen area, which was a shared wall with that building. We had had previous problems with that building before, so when it did come down, we were expecting and watching to make sure that no major problems happened. Once it was taken down, we noticed the water stains, then the mold started to be created. So another company came through and sealed up that side of the building to make sure nothing else has happened. We've watched it for about 6 months. It hasn't continued to grow or had any problems. So now we are at the point that we need to do the remediation.
Okay. I agree, that's, mold is a serious issue, especially in a kitchen area.
Exactly. Yeah. And it is a small spot. We've caught it pretty early, so we shouldn't have any problems. They have been monitoring it, and so we are very confident that once they go in and remediate it, we shouldn't have any more problems since that area has been sealed.
All right, thank you. Like I said, much needed repair, so we just kind of need a motion on that.
Mr. President, there's no further discussion or any questions. I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the mold remediation in the kitchen, the Hammond Development Corporation, and 5209 Hammond Avenue, proposal number P 24.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear. I can't hear you at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me start over again. Can you hear me now?
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Mr.
yes.
President, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the mold remediation in the kitchen at 5209 Hammond Avenue, which is the Hammond Development Corporation. Proposal number P 24-3240, in the amount not to exceed $48.25.
Second?
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Kabaki. Roll call then, please.
Talmadge?
Yes.
Kubaki?
Yes.
Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myrick?
Yes.
Poppert?
Yes, motion passes, 5 yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, looks like we have one more item.
We do. This is a paired item. These are some guidelines that you reviewed and voted on at your last meeting in regards to the down payment assistance homeownership program and the homeownership program new construction guidelines. There were a few revisions made since we last met, so Jarrell White is going to explain those updates. We do not need another vote on this, so it's more informational.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, Commission. So police, fire, licensed teachers, and full-time city employees must match the $10,000 down payment assistance. The previous guidelines stated they did not have to match that amount. Additionally, if any of these professionals move out, rent, or sell the property within the 5 years of closing, they will be legally required to repay the City of Hammond 100% of the total forgivable loan amount. And that is on page 3 of the existing home guidelines, number 4, right under number 4. And then on the new construction guidelines, page 2, right under number 4.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Jarrell.
the packet on this.
No problem.
Any questions for Jarrell while we have him here? Okay.
No?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jarrell.
Okay, then number 14 is public comment. I will open that up now. Public comment is open. Public comment is open. If anybody would like to come forward and speak, you may do so. We'll give you 3 minutes. Okay, then public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Can we get a number 15?
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned.